Okay, early tester of Meta's Horizon Worlds metaverse app reveals her avatar was groped by a stranger, raising concerns about the safety of the virtual world. Huh? What? Did you just say that? Yeah, I did. I said that. Yeah, it's groped. An early tester of Meta's Horizon Worlds app has revealed her avatar was virtually groped by a stranger within the metaverse. The incident, acknowledged by Meta, the company formerly known as Facebook, took place during Horizon Worlds. Find a better name. That's so hard to say. Horizon Worlds. Beta testing was reported November 26. Horizon Worlds, finally released by Meta on December 9, allows users in the US and Canada to gather with others, play games, and build their own virtual worlds. It's an early step in Meta's ambition to transform into a metaverse, a collective virtual shared space featuring avatars of real people. But the recent incident has raised concerns about the safety of the metaverse and suggests the virtual world has a groping problem already. Quote, sexual harassment is no joke on the regular internet, but being in VR adds another layer that makes the event more intense. What? What? More intense than actual groping? We gotta read on. The unnamed beta tester posted, that's what they said, in the official Horizon group on Facebook, as quoted by The Verge. Quote, not only was I groped last night, but there were other people there who supported this behavior, which made me feel isolated. End quote. The incident was acknowledged by the company, which changed its name from Facebook to Meta in October, in line with CEO Mark Zuckerberg's new obsession with the metaverse. All right, call it for what it is. He's obsessed. Quote, we want everyone in Horizon Worlds to have a positive experience with safety tools that are easy to find, and it's never a user's fault if they don't use all the features we offer. End quote. Meta spokesperson Christina Mullane said, quote, we will continue to improve our UI and to better understand how people use our tools so that users are able to report things easily and reliably. Our goal is to make Horizon Worlds safe, and we are committed to doing that. All right. Meta's internal review of the incident claims that the victim should have used a safety tool called, quote, Safe Zone. Here's the problem. You don't even have safe zones within the meta world, the metaverse. What's going on here? This inbuilt tool activates a protective bubble that no one else can penetrate by touching them, talking to them, or interacting with them in any way. But Catherine Cross, a researcher of online harassment at the University of Washington, great spot, has criticized this attitude to safety in the metaverse. Quote, generally speaking, when companies address online abuse, their solution is to outsource it to the user and say, quote, inside the quote, here, we give you the power to take care of yourselves, end quote. Quote, at the end of the day, the nature of the virtual reality spaces is such that it is designed to trick the user into thinking they are physically in a certain space, that their every bodily action is occurring in a 3D environment. It's part of the reason why emotional reactions can be stronger in that space, and why VR triggers the same internal nervous system and psychological responses. While being groped in the virtual world is generally deemed less serious than in the physical world, the point is it's just another form of sexual harassment, according to another expert. I feel like the people who are actually in the metaverse right now are probably people seeking to be groped. Now I'm not saying don't put words in my mouth. I'm just saying their personal lives in the real world are probably not that personal. They're not that personable. Maybe I'm making judgment calls here. But this is fun. I get to do that. They're probably not that social. They probably don't have a lot of friends that they interact with. I mean, I'm just assuming you're in the metaverse already. This thing was just announced. I don't even have an Oculus. I don't have any of the VR stuff. I know only one person who has it. That's it. You know what I mean? But, it's kind of like the people that were like hackers back in the day with computers, and like people that got on chat rooms back in the day in the 90s and early 2000s. It's like those people weren't really that social. They didn't have that many friends. All I'm saying is, I bet there's a lot more groping going on than nobody wants to be reported. All right? That's what they're there for. So this person might need to chill out. Oh, my goodness. While being groped in the virtual world, okay, I think people should keep in mind that sexual harassment has never had to be a physical thing. It can be verbal, and yes, it can be a virtual experience as well. It's not the first time a user has been groped in VR. In 2016, a gamer by the name of Jordan Bellemere described her experience of being virtually groped in Quiver, a VR game where players shoot zombies with arrows. Yeah, you do. In an open letter published on Medium, Bellemere describes another user's, quote, floating hand approaching her body before he started to virtually rub her chest. Quote, stop, I cried. This goaded him on, and even when I turned away from him, he chased me around, making grabbing and pinching motions near my chest. Jeez. Emboldened, he even shoved his hand toward my virtual crotch and began rubbing. This is crazy. There I was, being virtually groped in a snowy fortress with my brother-in-law and husband watching. It doesn't seem like they said anything. Aaron Stanton, the designer of Quiver, apologized and provided an in-game fix where users can push any offenders away using their virtual arms. A later review of the incident by University of Melbourne researchers said many online responses to this incident were dismissive of Bellemere's experience and, at times, abusive and misogynistic. Quote, on the other hand, many responses emphasized with her experience and called on developers to take this kind of behavior seriously. At the same time, readers from all perspectives grappled with understanding this ad given the virtual and playful context it occurred in. Yes, quite playful. Meta told Mail Online that Horizon Worlds launched the beta last year with safety features built in from the start. As well as Safe Zone, these features include the ability to block and mute people, the ability to report people or content, and user complaints, being able to include recordings of the incident captured by the Oculus headset. Quote, we want Horizon Worlds to be a safe and respectful environment, so everyone must follow our conduct and VR policy, end quote, Meta said on the day of Horizon Worlds release. You have several safety options, including access to your personal safe zone at any time through your wrist menu, which lets you take a break and then block, mute, or report people. Cool. All right. Well, I mean, groping's happening in the virtual world, and it sounds like it's quite traumatic. Even while your brother-in-law and husband are watching. It's weird that she didn't say anything about what they did or didn't do. Just they were watching. Can you believe it? The guy groped me when my husband and his brother were watching. I guess the reporter knew that they didn't do anything. It didn't even ask, like, well, what did your husband and his brother... Oh. Yeah, they were probably laughing. I'm probably just... They were probably laughing. I mean, what are they going to do? Fight the guy? What do you do? Fight a guy who's groping your girlfriend on Horizon Worlds? Come on. I want to see that. First virtual fight. That's what it's going to be. The first virtual fight in Horizon World is going to be due to groping another man's woman. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not going to be good. We're going to have a fight on our hands. And I don't know how you meet up, I guess. That's what the real world... See, this is what it is. The metaverse is going to be great, and people are going to love it, and people are going to be obsessed with it, and then they're going to have a little bit of animosity toward another player, and they'll be like, you know what? Meet me outside, bitch. and they're gonna meet somewhere and they're gonna try to fight each other. But the sad thing is they've been in the metaverse so long that their body's atrophied and they've got little muscles and they got this big head and their dick doesn't work. So I don't know what that has to do with fighting, but testosterone. I guess yeah, dick's got to work you got to have testosterone to have your dick work. So yeah, there you go. And it's going to be a sloppy fight. So I'm always going to have a job. The metaverse is not messing me up at all. I'm always going to be able to train people, teach them how to fight, teach them how to build muscle, teach them how to control their bodies, keep their bodies in check so that they can kill it in Bitcoin, NFTs, crypto, and the metaverse. I'm keeping the metaverse billionaires alive, one glute bridge at a time.